It's time to officially analyze Origin Form, Dialga, and Palkia. Are they going to be worth your time, energy, effort, and resources in Pokemon Go to be able to attack, to be able to take them down, to use a ton of remote raid passes that are going to be unlimited this weekend in Pokemon Go? If you guys do need the counter guide, you can check it out up here, or we can jump into this video and you guys can check it out afterward. But regardless, click on that and we'll see you over there. And welcome to the Trainer Club. Here we go. So Dialga and Palkia in their origin forms are quite cool. They also get 2 exclusive movesets, and depending on whichever road you chose, whether you went Dialga or Palkia, you're guaranteed to get their adventure effect, but more than likely you will get most of the adventure effects on the other Pokemon as well. Well, at least we did in LA. We'll see what happens when we are out here. But even if it is 100% IV, you guys can always save another one of those Pokemon and use it for the adventure effect, because I didn't see any of the Pokemon come without the actual move that you fight with, but the adventure effect, there were a few that didn't come with it if I was catching Palkia, since I did choose Dialga. But with that said, let's start breaking down these Pokemon best of the best. Which of these Pokemon is going to be the strongest? Which of them is the most effective with their brand new movesets? Let's find out. So we're going to start off with the Origin Form Dialga. So this one is going to be a Steel and a Dragon type Pokemon. It is maxing out at 4,624 with an attack of 270, a defense of 225, and a stamina of 205. This Pokemon's only going to have 2 weaknesses, which are going to be ground and fighting because of the Dragon Steel type combination, which makes this Pokemon pretty valuable. It is neutral to Dragon, it's neutral to Ice, which is pretty impressive. It's going to double resist Grass as well as Poison, and single resist Bug, Electric, Flying, Normal, Psychic, Rock, Steel, as well as Water. So it's a pretty impressive list of resistances. No wonder Dialga is always a pretty feared Pokemon in PvP. As far as its moves, it gets Dragon Breath and Metal Claw. Both of them are stab type bonus moves. And then as far as its charge moves, it's going to get Draco Meteor, Iron Head, Thunder, and then the brand new moveset of Roar of Time, which is what interests us here. And obviously it does have a shiny. The shiny looks absolutely amazing. And if you guys do want to do more raid battles, you guys can check in the pinned comments, jump into the Discord, or you can join the Patreon, get into exclusive raid groups, or you can join my raid group and raid with me as well. So those are all available in the comments pinned below. So with that said, now let's check out the Dialga. Its best moveset. Is the Origin Form better than the regular form? Let's find out. At the top, the most powerful Dialga overall is the Origin Form with Metal Claw and Roar of Time at 49.15, which is pretty good. Then we're gonna get the Origin Form with Dragon Breath and Roar of Time at 47.43. So normally speaking, guys, if we're up in the high 40s, these Pokemon would probably be the top of their class. However, dragons, there's extremely strong dragons, including Mega Rayquaza, that it's gonna have to compete with, so we are gonna have to take that into account. The regular Dialga, Metal Claw, and Draco Meteor is going to be 42.08. Then we're going on to the Origin Form with Metal Claw and Draco Meteor at 41.96. So as looking at here, guys, actually, if it didn't have Roar of Time, the regular Dialga would be stronger than the Origin Form, but fortunately for this Pokemon, it does get Roar of Time, and that makes it more powerful. And then if we want to see it as all Steel type, Metal Claw, Iron Head, 38.7 or 38.52 with the Dialga regular and the Origin Form respectively. Okay, so there it is with the best movesets on these Pokemon. So the Origin Form is best because of the Roar of Time, not necessarily because of its stats. So now let's check out against Steel typing, and then at the end of the video, we're going to check out the Dragon typing once we go over Palkia, and we'll see where do these Pokemon sit, because they're both going to be populating the Dragon category together. So we're starting off Steel, then going to the PvP, then into Palkia. Palkia's PvP, and then we're going to see the Dragon category. Top Steel type attackers, so Mega Metagross, not out yet, but 52.59. Shadow Metagross, Bullet Punch, and Meteor Mash at 50.42. Regular Metagross at Bullet Punch, Meteor Mash at 43.61. So fortunately for all the Metagross fans out there, this Pokemon as the Mega, as the Shadow, and then as the budget counter are taking the top charts for the Steel type category. So you don't even need any legendary, or you don't even need to pay for any raids to be able to top the charts in the Steel category, which is pretty cool for us, especially for our pockets. But let's keep going to see where it does sit. Then we have the Black Kyurem and the Crown Sword Zacian, which are not out yet, but Shadow Excadrill at 40.41, followed by Melmetal with Double Iron Bash at 40.07, Jirachi with Doom Desire at 39.89, Mega Lucario, not out yet, but 39.72. Then we have the regular Dialga in spot number 10, and the Origin Form in spot number 11, followed by Mega Aggron, which is actually pretty close to the Dialgas. So unfortunately for the Steel category, for the Dialga, it doesn't look too good, but fortunately for you and your budget counters and your pockets, Metagross is a boss Pokemon. And as far as the Dialga 100% IV, unfortunately in the Ultra League, it's not relevant, but in the Master League, it's going to be ranked 20 with Dragon Breath, Roar of Time, and Iron Head. And in comparison to the regular Dialga, that's going to be ranked 29, and that one already slays, so this Pokemon, very impressive. But now let's move into the Palkia. Palkia Palkia is going to be a water and a dragon type Pokemon. Really cool looking, maxing out at 4683. It has an attack of 286, a defense of 223, and a stamina of 189. And this Pokemon also has two weaknesses of dragon and fairy, so the water and dragon combination eliminate a lot of other weaknesses. However, this Pokemon is going to be weak to the common dragon, which is going to be strong Pokemon, and the fairy type. And then as far as its resistance go, it's going to double resist fire, double resist water, and single resist steel. So that means every other typing is going to hit this Pokemon neutral, which is a little bit problematic for it, but does that matter? So as far as the Palkia, it's going to get Dragon Breath and Dragon Tail. So Dragon Tail is the premier dragon move if you're going as a meta attacker, which already makes this one pretty desirable. As far as the shiny goes, it's a slight pinker hue of the other one. So is it the best Pokemon shiny? I think the Dialga is better. What do you guys think? And as far as the charge moves, it's going to get Aqua Tail, it's going to get Fire Blast, it's going to get Hydro Pump, it will get Draco Meteor, and then it will get Spatial Rend, which is the exclusive move. So how strong is this Pokemon going to be? Let's check it out. Will the normal one be better, or will this one? I don't know. Let's find out now. The origin form, Dragon Tail, Spatial Rend, 49.19. Then we have Dragon Breath, Spatial Rend at 47.53. Then we have Dragon Tail, Draco Meteor at 43.99. Then we're going to have the regular Palkia with Dragon Tail, Draco Meteor at 42.78. So this is interesting. The regular Dialga was stronger with Draco Meteor than was the origin form, but in this case, the origin form Palkia is stronger than is the regular Palkia, which makes this Pokemon kind of impressive here. And then as far as the strongest meta attacker water move, we have the Dragon Tail Hydro Pump at 42.48, and then we also have the Palkia with the Hydro Pump at 41.43. Alrighty guys, so now let's see, where does this Pokemon stack up in the water category? Because it doesn't get a quick water move, so we have to use just the charged water move, and then we're going to get into the PvP, and then finally into the dragon category to wrap this up. The top water type in the game, Primal Kyogre, Waterfall, Origin Pulse at 58.19. Then we have Mega Swampert, 50.56, Shadow Kyogre, 49.45, Mega Blastoise, 45.91, Ash Greninja, not out yet, Mega Salamence with Hydro Pump at 45.12, Mega Gyarados at 44.2, Shadow Empoleon, 43.23, Kyogre, 43.04, and Shadow Swampert in the 10th spot at 42.88, followed by Shadow Swampert with Hydro Pump at 42.84, followed by the Origin Form Palkia with the Hydro Pump at 42.48, in between Shadow Crawdaunt, and then we have the regular Palkia at 41.33. So unfortunately for this Pokemon in the water category, it's not the strongest, but the one positive about this is that if you did want to use it as a meta attacker and you wanted to have a strong water type move on it, you could use double dragons and then have a second charge move and then have it as water, which would definitely suit in here. And then let's check it out in PvP. Unfortunately, in the Ultra League, it is not the best Pokemon, but does that surprise us? Because these Pokemon are not at their top capacity in the Ultra League at 2500 CP. They're barely just caught. But in the Master League, this Pokemon is ranked 1 overall, with the moveset of Dragon Breath, Aqua Tail, Spatial Rend. Okay, so that is very impressive. And then in rank 7, Dragon Breath, Aqua Tail, Draco Meteor for the regular Palkia. So wow, this Pokemon is impressive. Both of these Pokemon are quite impressive in Pokemon Go. So obviously, these Pokemon highly interest me to power them up, but where do they sit in the Dragon category? Let's find out. The best Dragons overall, number 1, Mega Rayquaza, 59.87 with Dragon Tail Outrage. Then we have Mega Garchomp, which is a budget Mega at 55.41. Mega Salamence at 50.79. Black Kyurem, not out yet. Shadow Salamence. And then we have the Origin Form Palkia at 49.19, followed by the Shadow Garchomp, Mega Latios, Shadow Dragonite. In spot number 11, we're going to have the Origin Form Dialga with the Roar of Time at 47.43. So, what do I suggest about these Pokemon? Would I power up multiple of these? Honestly, I think they're amazing. If I had multiple 100% IVs, I definitely would. And they are definitely multi-purpose to be able to use in GBL, so powering up one of each is definitely something I'm going to recommend. Whether that be a lucky Pokemon, which is going to save you a lot of Stardust, or whether that you get the 100% IV from raid battles, which we will be raiding hard for this weekend. We're going to be doing streams on YouTube. I'm very excited about this weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. But most importantly, guys, I say yes. This Pokemon is a go from me. Whichever you choose to do, whether it be 1, 2, or 3 as a meta attacker. Yes, there are better meta attackers that you can use for the Dragon category, but at least have one of these powered up to use for PvP if it does fit in with your team, or if you just want to go and counter both of these Pokemon because they may be pretty prevalent after this weekend. You guys can use a ground or a fighting type for against Dialga, or you could use a dragon or a fairy type against the Palkia, and you might do pretty well in the leagues. So there you have it, everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in as always. To all of my likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members, everybody takes your support, subscription, participation to Excel. I'm gonna see you guys out in the next video. Peace. I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.